Thank you. As we prepare for 2016, you can tell we're at the 17th Annual Health and Wellness Fair here at Hamilton Park United Methodist Church. But health and wellness is everything about your life. I live my life, my mind, body, soul, and spirit all have to be on board for me to have total health and wellness. So for the soul part, I brought in Pastor Shirley Clark. She's going to tell us about that soul part in the power of prayer. Pastor Clark, welcome.
Thank you, Valder. You're exactly right. If we're going to talk about health and wellness, we have to talk about our soul being healed and whole, and to have the fullness, in life, the wholeness that we need to.
What does prayer do for our life? You and I talk about that sporadically all the time, but that's what you do for a living, and that's how I live my life.
That's correct. Everything I do, my backdrop is prayer. I'm a leader in the National Day of Prayer, North Texas Regional Coordinator. Been praying for over 35 years, leading teams all over the nation in prayer. So I definitely believe in the power of prayer.
I tell people all the time, just pray. And then I don't say it lightly. Prayer has such a lasting effect on your life. For me, I've taken my answered prayer and I created a 11 by 14 and prayers that God has answered for me so I can see the reality of all these things I'm praying for. If one we'll take dis-ease. I don't call it disease. I call it dis-ease in your body. And you're praying for a miracle. Give me a way that people can believe in the power of prayer, Pastor Clark.
You know what? I want to just back up just a second on that, because prayer has been used. It's a discipline in the church. We've heard for generations this is one of the disciplines. But there is a lot of misconception and myths behind prayer, because people say, I prayed and somebody died. I suppose I had faith and I thought I had faith. But the reality is that we are called to operate in it, and God does the rest. There's a component of prayer that God has to move in. And so we have to go at it saying, I've done my part, and whatever the other side is, that is up to God. But James tells us, if you're afflicted, if you're sick, pray. So that is our place, to pray and let God do the rest.
I know you have a very robust career in praying, and that's what you do for a living. But if someone wanted to find out more about prayer, and sometimes people need a little bit of guidance, a little bit of help, where can they find out more about you, Pastor Clark?
Well, they can definitely connect with me on my website, drshirleyclark.org. And out of that, there's a lot of different doors they can click into. We have a JBAS prayer network that's global, touching the nations. We connect prayer group, prayer ministries, prayer schools. And then we have our Pray and Go Richer, where we deal with even the issues of financials and stresses that deal with your finances. They help people walk through those types of journeys in their life.
All right. Well, thank you, Pastor Clark. Thank you for joining us here at the 17th Annual Health and Wellness Fair here at Hamilton Park. But remember, go online to blacksuccessacademy.com and click on the Valder Beebe Show Health and Wellness channel. You'll be pleasantly surprised.